Welcome everyone, and today I'll be reviewing Save Portal. So, if you don't know what Save Portal is, it is the newly added mechanic of the game in which you will be brought into the deep black zones, right? So, when you say deep black zones, these are just black zones that are way far from your portal. So, yeah, I will be reviewing it. I will be listing the pros and cons of it, and if it is really beginner friendly. So, for this video, it's gonna be catering most to those yellow and blue zone baby players. But yeah, this will also be useful for those who haven't tried it yet or who want to see the potential of it since I'll have a run without having a premium. I have no premium. For the equipment, I do recommend tier 7, but don't go beyond it, especially if you're starting out. And tier 7 is the sweet spot for it, just like mists, but for those who cannot afford tier 7, you could go actually lower. 4.1 would be the minimum I would go to, but you could go 4 flat if you want. 4.1 is better because, yeah, 4.1, 5.1, 6 flat, or whatever, tier 7 below. So 4.1 to tier 7 would be my recommended, especially if you're new and trying out the black zones. But yeah, so the reason why is you'll be farming a lot. You'll be doing PvE and it will be a hard hitting mobs. And if you're just planning to farm to earn money, just bring invisibility pot. Cabbage soup would be good. I'm using heals too because I plan to do PvP. And let's see how much I make using two foods. Okay, so for those who don't know where the safe portal is, you would need to go to your Conqueror's Hall. So I'm at Mark Lock right now. So this is the center. And this is my Conqueror's Hall. And you will have to go to the Martlock portal or your city's portal in order for you to actually be able to access the safe portal. So this is the Conqueror's Hall. And this is your portal. And yeah, it will ask you this one, yes, because I'm a Martlock player. So I'm in a Martlock portal right now. And you'll find your safe portal right here at this one. So first thing you should remember about safe portal is that it is not guaranteed that you will be at a great mop. However, it is guaranteed that you will be at least one or two mops away from the portal, which would suck if that's the case. But if you are sometimes gonna be brought along very very far, right, like right here, I always go to Resurrect Verge and Resurrect Edge, which is a good thing because there's less players and the zone qualities are higher. So I'll explain it to you later. And one thing also is that you will have to pay to travel, especially if you have a kind of expensive gears or you're bringing a lot of things, you would pay a lot. But most of the time, if you're just bringing normal horse and 4.1, you'll actually pay less than 20k. But yeah, so your goal would be actually to make the money back or to actually make a profit out of it. So right here, I'm at a high stone meadow. So it is a quality 4 map, right? But thankfully, it's just tier 5. Not, yeah, tier 5. And that's a great thing. And one thing you should always remember before you farm this kind of black zone is that this one, the number of hostile players. 0 to 5, that means there could potentially be only me or two of us or four of us or five of us. Definitely not 0. So that means that I could safely farm this area. So in this map, they added recently also camps, which we call camps, just like the mist. So these are potential camps. These signs right here, these are camps. So all you have to do is check it out. And yeah, I'll be also teaching you how to guide. I mean, how to not guide, how to clear camps easily without having to risk your life in it. All right. So let's go to the first camp. I hope this is a comp because sometimes it's not a comp or it's not an active comp also. For example, like this one, this is not an active comp. You will know that it's a comp if you approach it and there is a task in the right side of your screen. There's a task. Okay, let's try it out. For example, this one. This will appear. Keeper solo encampment. It will depend on the mobs in the area. But this will appear and then you will clear this one. You will fill up this bar by killing these mobs. Just be careful when you do camp. This is my greatest advice to you. Don't don't over pull mobs and always keep your mount close to you so that when an enemy comes near, you just mount up and run away. Since it's 0 to 5, I'm confident I can confidently farm right here and not be afraid of any gankers actually. Because I can fend them off easily. 1 to 2 players I could fend off or escape from. So it's not really an issue. And I'm playing at what is it? It's like 9 a.m. in my time. So it's kind of, and it's also the weekend. So there's not much player out there. So right here, I get an uncommon cachet. Let's see, 81k, not bad, right? No premium. That's 81k. How long would it take you to get 81k on yellow zones and blue zones? And there's this mechanic as well, the layer map. It's not guaranteed, but it often shows up to comps or around the map if you just roam around. So you should watch out for that as well because sometimes this give a lot of rewards, right? So what you do is that you click on the map after you kill the guardian, and then there will be a dungeon called the Solo Boss Lair, which you would earn a lot if you get lucky in it. And it also provides somewhat a much better reward than solo dungeons, and it is easily conquerable, right? Solo dungeons now it takes too long to conquer, but this is pretty much good. And since I'm in quality 4, so I think it's better. It has better rewards than those in just outside my portal, like for example in Gali, because I think higher quality means higher reward. If we're talking logically here, so yeah, basically this is what you're gonna be doing throughout the run in your safe portal. I don't advise you going to next zones or going to other zones. Just stay in your portal because that way if there are gankers somehow you would be able to escape in your portal in your area. I'll explain it later. So I'll just kill this one. Okay. I'm so lazy at dodging my but you should actually dodge. Okay. So this is the chest. And yeah, sometimes it gives a lot, sometimes it doesn't give a lot. Okay, this is a decent chest, decent chest. So just a few minutes here, I already managed to make 186k. And if compared to how much the other videos about chest gathering in blue zones make, it's quite a lot. But be warned, okay, the result's not the same, but you will be getting a gist of it. And also the other good thing is that you will be able to gather here as well, which gives you more fame. And actually, sometimes there are a lot of good quality ore here, or a lot of good quality or enchanted resources, which are very expensive as well if you sell it. So that's it. That's basically it. That's what you should do. That's what you should actually follow through when you're doing the camp. And by the way, I'll explain the zone, right? So when you use the safe portal, you will have your own safe portal zone. So it is marked as this one, right? Mark as that one. So you're gonna be using that safe portal in order to go back to this portal city, to your Matlock portal, Thetford portal. Okay, so I'll show it to you. But you must not be an outlaw or not in combat in order to use it. That's it. So I would always recommend just to stay within this area. Don't go to other places because it would actually be harder to go back, especially if you are being chased by gankers. But if you stay here, you could easily just go home. It's safer. So I would recommend, if you don't like your area, don't wander around. You could do what you could do is you could go back and then use the portal again. It will cost you a little bit more, around 2,000 or 5,000 silver more because of the cooldown, but it will be worth it. See, I've spent 50k. Now I've made almost double that. More than double that, I mean. So it is a very good way. So I'll be continuing to farm here and I'll show you guys the results after 2 foods. So that's at least 1 hour, right? Okay, I'll just continue to farm. For the giveaway, since last time I promised that my friend who won last time promised that he would not take the prize and just double it, give it to the next winner. So yeah, you'll be winning 2 prizes for this, giveaway. So IGN. And by the way, this is Asia only. So if you want to join, comment into this video your IGN. Yeah. Okay, 16 comments. We have 9 comments. Gig 1. Congratulations. And you can claim your reward in my island, which is this one worth 1.68 M and 1 event item or vanity. So yeah, you can claim it at my island. And yeah, thank you so much. Again, if you want to join IGN, type down below IGN, like and subscribe. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. So another way to make very good money is through this method. There will be chests throughout the Black Zones random chest, especially this one. This is an event chest. So this is something that could actually give you millions if you're lucky. So there are chances that you would be able to take this, especially if there are only weaker opponents such as this guy, or there's no opponents at all. So if you're confident in your PvP, you could fight for it. And if you're lucky enough, you won't find any opponents. So let's see what I'll get from this chest. It's still 50 seconds. I hate waiting. And there's an opponent right here. I really want to kill him, though, but there's another player right here. So I think I'll stick with just waiting. Just waiting for a little bit. I think it'll be mine. And I am also noticing this one. As long as there's 0 to 5, I can confidently just dismount like this one because I am very confident in my PvP skills. And yeah, 0 to 5. Mostly open world players sucks at PvP, 1v1 PvP. So I think I'll be okay in here. So 0 to 5, but if it's 6 to 15, I'll be more careful. But if it's 16 to 50, then I won't even attempt it because there will be surely gankers. So right now I have this one pretty much in bag. I don't know if he'll fight me because if he would, I would actually kill him. Okay, it's a green one. But nevertheless, it's free money, so I think it's okay. So it's how much? 1,000,000. As you can see, very good, very good. Yeah, I paid 50k. Now I made around million. I cannot guarantee to you guys that it will be the same for you. Same area, right? Heston Meadow, but most of the cases, from my experiences, I've played a lot of Safe Portal. There are actually chests that will come out every now and then, especially during this time of event. There are chests, so you should also watch out to that. So that's why I also recommend tier 7 gear so that you could PvP well. Your tier is high enough to actually PvP. But if you're confident enough in your own, then you could actually do what I did. Because you could actually play smart. Because one time there's like 16 to 15 people right there. 6 to 15 people. And then I just tried to talk to other people, pretending that they're my party. And then I took the chest all by myself. Even large chests I had tried taking. So 8 million in large chests like that. So always be mindful of that as well. Don't be afraid to fight, especially if you think it's worth fighting for. So I guess that's it. I'm not gonna be finishing the 2 foot actually because I think I've made enough to prove my point here. In less than 30, I mean in less than 30 minutes. I think it was 20 minutes more. Yeah. No. Yeah, 20 minutes. I've managed to make 1.2 million. And it's because of a chest, right? But if you spend more time, you will actually get more lucky. And expect that sometimes you will die, especially if you get greedy. But you can avoid it by following these simple steps. Never overpull the mobs. never stay away from your mount and always check the hostile players. And when it and there's a chest, of course, often than not, there will be other players like you as well. If you're confident, then PvP. If you're not, then don't PvP. But even if you're confident, there might be some chances that you might lose. You might lose. I might lose. You might lose. So be prepared for that as well. Never get discouraged of a death. And always try to make your money back, especially the one that you paid from your portal and the one that you pay for your set as well before you do risky things. So there will be I think 90 minutes. Yeah. Safe portal 90 minutes. So that's an hour and 30 seconds. So you should capitalize with that, especially if you get a lot of good map. Not a lot of good map, a good area in which you could farm. So that's it. That's my tip for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if it helped you, like and subscribe. Recommend this video to the person who needs it the most. To those blue and yellow zone players that you know, then they might stop being Swall Benji. Swall Benji incarnates. And no hate to Swall Benji, but I just believe that there's a much more better place. And the black zone is not really that scary. It's a lot safer than you think, especially with the addition of this mechanic. And it's not something that you should avoid because, I am not killing anyone in black zone anymore. So I need to bring in new people. I'm just kidding. It's actually a very, very good way to earn money as long as you play smart, you play safe, and you don't act like a stupid damn monkey. And that's it. So I've managed to finish my run using only one food, less than an hour in that safe portal. So I've managed to make 2.26 million. I made around 1.2 from purely PvE and PvE activities only, such as chests and camps and solo boss layers. But I did have a PvP encounter with other players, so I managed to make around an 1M from just those. So, yeah, I know you won't get the same results. I do think that 2.26 million is kind of like a far stretch for most players, and you should actually set your expectations to those level. But I can guarantee you that it is guaranteed that you will be able to get at least 100k per run. And at least that's the minimum if you follow my tips. Again, those tips are: clear the camp, don't overpull the mobs, always keep your mount close, and always check for hostile players, alright? So that's it. I hope this video helped you, and I hope you will be able to be brave enough and step away from blue zones and yellow zones, because there is so much more to the game than that. I expect that you would die, expect that a lot of people will try to kill you while you're farming, and dying is a part of this game, but the more you die and learn, the more you earn. And that's it for me. Peace out. I'll see you into the next video. Comment down below and share this to the person who needs this the most. Right?